So, ma'am, you're all decked up. You fasted yesterday.
Yes, yes.
And now it's all exertion, I'm sure about it.
It's okay. I think that's a routine now. So it's been years and years now we've been doing it. So
I
quite
think
used
from
to it.
to December, it's really, race to finish a lot of things in school
Yeah,
about
it's for school
calendar.
as well. Yes, school as well. Next
Um,
3-4 months are really very, very hectic. Very hectic. A lot of planning
It's
for the next
it's
session and
about
using.
yes, the next year calendar events, and then the new books, and then rolling out the ad for the school, and it's just all year-end activities before the school is shut for winter break.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is a time for a lot of activities also in the school, plus the completion of academics. So I think it has to move on.
And
On and on.
everything is a priority. You just cannot put
Everything.
anything on the back burner. It's all
Actually,
important.
actually, that is the thing. Actually, that's the thing. And
all
how are
right,
you
ma'am.
doing?
I am good, ma'am. Totally
Hmm.
good.
Yeah, you didn't fast yesterday.
No, I don't fast, ma'am.
All right,
I
ma'am.
don't fast.
We are live now.
Okay, all right.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of CampusCare EdTalks. I, Mehek Dhiman, your host for the day, would like to welcome you all. EdTalks, a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. Our topic for the day is: should internships be a part of the school curriculum? And to express their viewpoints on the same, we have with us Dr. Anju Mehrotra, ma'am, Principal of Kalka Public School, Alaknanda, New Delhi. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Namaste, everyone.
And then we have Sonia, ma'am, from Global Education Influencer. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
A very good morning to everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sonia, ma'am, and Anju, ma'am, for taking out your precious time for us. It's lovely to
Pleasure.
have you on board.
The pleasure is equally ours. Thank you for having us on board.
Thank you, ma'am. So let's begin off with the session, Anju ma'am and Sonia ma'am. So, internship, the position of a student or a trainee who works in an organization, sometimes without pay, in order to gain work experience or satisfy requirements for a qualification. So, Anju ma'am, do you think the internship should be a part of the school curriculum also? And if yes, how can students, learn from these internships? How is it beneficial for the students?
Absolutely uh, well said, Shakti. See, this is we are in the world of say 21st century, right? And especially in the light of NEP, if we talk about, this is the time we really need to harness the skills of the children. And the overall purpose of our education, is to give them the experiential learning, right? Is to prepare them, in fact, for future, is to prepare them to face the challenges in life. So this is something which gives them the practical knowledge, right? And this is something which gives them the hands-on experience. This is something what gives them the the potential how to confront the challenges, and are they ready to face the future, or to actually to make them future ready. So what I believe is that internship, as far as the school is concerned, should be made a part of the school curriculum, right? Because it is very, very important these days, not just in the light of NEP. Otherwise, also, if we see even before NEP, in fact, the schools have been doing, something what is called as, excuse me, something what is called as, shadow career, right? We had been giving them a lot of exposure, related to the career options. But of late, things have really changed, especially after COVID. The scenario is a bit different. Lots of careers options, new career options that have come up, which were not available earlier. And now, since they are available and they are the need of the hour, and in the future, the children need that kind of exposure. So I believe in that light, it is very, very pertinent to incorporate internship in their regular curriculum. It should be made a part of it, and especially for the senior classes, the board classes, it should be given some weightage also, so that the children should take them seriously. That's what I would like to begin with.
Thank you so much, Anju ma'am. Moving forward, Sonia ma'am, do you agree with Anju ma'am, and do you believe that internships should be a part of school curriculum? And do you believe that it's somewhere utilize it somewhere helps the students to utilize the education that they are receiving in the school?
Thank you for the question, Mehak. I think I will just add a couple of extensions to what Anju ma'am has said in such an extensive manner. Yes, in the light of national education policy, it is the first inclusive, participatory, and holistic approach that reforms the existing educational structure. This new education policy 2020 takes into consideration different fields like experiences, as Anju ma'am said, the experiential learning, the empirical research, the stakeholder feedback, and the lessons from the best practices. So, when we talk about in general internships, we are looking at probably college students. They're probably planning to start their careers and they are looking at their future stake. But it's not just the college students that internship is synonymous. When we talk about teenagers, when we talk about high school children, they too can use internships to learn about what they want to do later part in their life and get real world experience in actual job environment. As Anju ma'am said, the shadow career. I have been sending bunch of my students
Mute your-
probably to a session judge, spend your 15 days and then decide, is actually law that you want to pursue? Go to a dog care and see, is it really that you want to be a veterinary profession that you want to pursue in course of life? So when we talk about internship, we're talking about skill sets like communication, time management, team building, interpersonal, adaptability, critical thinking, research analysis, technical proficiency, and so on and so forth. And this is actually induced in the 14-year-long journey in an unsaid manner, probably during a break time, probably during investiture ceremonies, during community services, or maybe a fundraising activities during the part of the school calendar activities. So these are an ongoing processes where the skills are being imbibed by the child, but now we give it a more documented look as internship. And definitely it's a need of time.
Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am. Moving forward, Anju ma'am, Sonia ma'am just mentioned a few kind of internships. Let's say, could you list a few internships that could be introduced to school now? And also, do you believe that students should be entitled to some kind of benefit so that they get involved in these internships and they get attracted and they do really want to do these kind of internships in the school?
Absolutely, absolutely. What I feel is that, very rightly said by Sonia ji also, as she was mentioning, that in an unsaid manner, these are the skills which we have actually been imbibing amongst our children, right from their, say, the childhood, right? But now this, their adolescent is the age, when they need to get the exposure, especially in that particular field which they want to go for, which they want to opt for. Say, for example, the visits, the field trips, say the hospitals, the nursing homes, right, and say the industries, right. The industries can always have a sort of contract, with the schools, and the industry visits can be incorporated in the school structure itself. And then the library management, the especially now the agriculture which is coming up. So the institutes which are catering to the agriculture, especially the areas, where the children get the exposure, related to the SDG, right, the Sustainable Development Goals. So those are particular areas, and these are something, which are the coming up options. Like coding is there now, AI is there, AR, VR, right, animation, uh, hotel industry, tourism. These are few industries where I believe that the children must get the exposure, because most of the times it's all about the mindset of the parents. What happens, even if the children they want to opt for a different kind of or unconventional career, but the parents, since at the back of their mind they always have two or three particular careers, either they which are available in their families, like the family members are belonging to that particular career, or they have heard of, they know about them, like medicine and law and banking and um, top of it the engineering. And there is a mad race going on for all this, and they sometimes they even put a lot of pressure on their children. The children, they just not face these kind of pressure in the school, the parental pressure, then the peer pressure, and then the institutes like Quota and all, where the non-attending institutes are there. So leaving everything aside, what I feel is that the school is the platform which has to give an exposure to the parents and to the children related to the unconventional careers and the need of the hour, and especially with the after the COVID, when the scenario is totally changed, when the situation is different, when the demands of the industry is a bit different. So we don't have to create just the graduates, we have to create the skill employees, we have to create the professions, the those kind of people who are employable as well. Moreover, we want our children to create the employability and not just be the employees, to become or to enhance or to encourage more of entrepreneurs. So these are the fields which are demanding more of field exposure. The children should be taken to various industries, right? Even the animation center. So these are basically the areas which need proper exposure and proper say the kind of introduction and the knowledge to our children, at the same time to our parents. And when it comes to giving them the stipend, I'm honestly speaking, I'm not in the favor of giving any kind of say cash stipend to the parents. They can be encouraged in the form of say certificates, in the form of scholarship, right? In the There are various ways, the see we in the school we have the responsibility of encouraging and inculcating all the 21st century skills. So, and especially in the now, we have to check whether our generation is future ready or not, and it's their readiness that really matters a lot. So learners, we need to orient them more towards research. Research is the need of the hour. So more of profile, more of encouraging and enhancing and building up their CVs. They should be taught to introduce and to prepare their curriculum vitae, right? Their CVs, which has to be very very strong. And this practice also has to be given in the school. In the school, which is the platform where they learn everything in a very guided and structured manner. So we want them to prepare for the future. So that future readiness has to be there from their side, not just their CV, but as such, they should be the strong enough to face the world. And end of it, I always say that it's not from anybody else. It is basically from within. That this kind of feeling has to come, that we have the potential and we need to harness that potential. Point is that they need to strengthen their strengths, right? And they need to work on their weaknesses. So how to do that? It is again the responsibility of the teachers. The career options which are available, especially in this need, they need to be given some kind of weightage. Very very important at this time. And then what we say, I just conclude, since I would be leaving just now. I conclude by saying, ना किसी रहबर से ना किसी रहगुजर गुजर से ये अपने पाँव का कांटा है जनाब, खुद ही से निकलेगा. So we have to put in the efforts. We need to train our children, be prepared, face the life, face the future. And for that, it's important, need to understand your skills. And we are there to give you the field exposure, the real exposure, the real life exposure, and the hands-on experience. So wish you all the very best. I would just be leaving. I hope you would excuse me, because I have got an urgent work and I would be leaving. Thank you, Sonia ji, and thank you, NTAB,
Thank
for
you so much,
giving
Anju ma'am, for
all
being
the
here. It was lovely having you here.
thank you. Thank
And
you.
ma'am, thank you so much for really enlightening all of us. And probably we'll connect some other time.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Lovely to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
ma'am.
much, Anju ma'am. Sonia ma'am, Anju ma'am were just mentioning a few kind of internships, and I would ask the same question to you, ma'am. Do you believe if internships are a part of the school curriculum, students should be entitled to some kind of stipend, let's say, or some kind of benefits to be a part of the internships?
I'll start with your previous part of the question that you questioned, Anjuma. Talking about the different types of internships available, and then I'll answer your present question. I'd like to cite what Mr. R.P. Tiwari, the Vice Chancellor of Central University of Punjab, Bathinda, mentioned in the newspaper last week, that there is a huge skill gap between industry and academia. Course modules developed in partnership with the industry can help in interfacing between academia and industry so that the universities can impart skills that industry requires. So there is lacuna in school as well as in the university for the child to step out and actually start making their moolah. So we need to start with the skill sets. And a few minutes back, as I mentioned, the skill sets are a part of the curriculum in an unsaid way. The CBSE, the ICSE, they all are in their own way uh, doing a fabulous job of picking up skills right from the primary classes. Now I come to the different type of internships that a child can go ahead, and I will mention to you about the internships available across the globe. I talk about childcare assistant intern. Now, in my school, what I used to do, students of grade 9 and 11 would go and help the pre-primary coordinator, primary coordinator, wherein they learn a lot of empathy, patience, communication to understand how to deal actually with the toddlers, how to actually disinfect the toys that they are playing with. So this can help with the playtime or even their after school activities, because for the primary the school gives over earlier, and the certificate is issued by the head of the school, by the authorities, which they can add in their resume building, in their profile building when they're applying for higher education institutes. A teaching assistant intern, probably in elementary school classrooms under the supervision of a lead teacher and any other adult assistant and aides. Now, the responsibility of the intern would be looking at the school work, looking after the children, looking after taking a look at the lesson plan, pursue teaching as their profession. As Anju ma'am mentioned, that there are certain careers that the parents are comfortable with, and they don't want their children to explore or to expand their horizon. So I would like to mention here social media intern, graphic intern, marketing, fashion administrative, a YouTuber. I would like to mention here, I'm talking about, say, about good 7, 8 years back, and my younger son was really small, and he would make his own short videos and share with the family members. Nor did I know that when he's going to grow up, he's going to be a national level go karter. That is a totally different issue. And no one is a go karter in my family, in my husband's family, or anywhere in our clans. But yes, we let the child pursue their dreams. We talk about content writing, we talk about social media managing, where the new generation, the adolescent, is absolutely good at. Research part is what Anju ma'am said. I would like to add a word here. Research is the need of time. We need good number of people doing research, not just documenting it, but putting India on the global map when it comes to writing quality research papers. Now we come to the certificates, and we're talking about earning. Now, earning under the age of 18 is liable offense. So, consolation as a part of a certificate or probably mentioning their name on their social media gives a lot of encouragement, motivation for the child to go ahead and pursue in whatever field they have stepped into. Mehak, did I miss out on any question that you have asked? And
No, ma'am.
I have. Okay, great. So that's it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You just mentioned of a lot of internship that could be added in the school curriculum, and I had a other question to that also. Do you think that if added to the school curriculum internships, so students should be entitled to some kind of stipend or benefit to be a part of those internships, ma'am?
So I think, Mehak, I have pre-answered your this question too. That motivation, encouragement in the form of certificates, in the form of the head of the school mentioning their community service or their being shadow career in their profile building for higher education institutes, as well as from the hospital or from uh, uh, the research person under whom the child was the adolescent, I would not say the child, the adolescent is working under the YouTuber, under the production unit where the high school children are working. I think a document works wonders there.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much, Sonia, ma'am, for imparting your knowledge and sharing your viewpoints with us. It was lovely having you here on board with us.
Thank you so much, Mehak, for having me on board and looking forward to more such sessions. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And for all the viewers watching us out, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
You too. Bye bye. Thank you.
नाम बताओ exactly. EdTalk with
रुक मैं पोस्टर भेज रही हूँ.